Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about types of computers or what is the classification of computer. So generally computers are classified based on the size, technology used and the area of application and the type of data processed in a computer. And majorly computers are categorized into three types: digital computers, analog computers and hybrid computers. The digital computers again categorized into three based on the purpose wise, based on the size wise and function wise. We have different types of computers. When come to the first category, digital computers. What are the digital computers? These are the computers which works on discontinuous or discrete data. What is mean by discontinuous or discrete data? Is nothing but if we give some input to the digital computers, that will be converted into zeros and ones. Whatever you enter into the computer, that may be alphabets, numbers or whatever you enter through the keyboard, definitely that will be converted into zeros and ones. This zeros and ones language is called as binary language or binary digits. These two are treated as binary digits. So when everything is converted to this binary digits format, that is treated as a digital. The digital computers convert every input into binary language. As I told you that everything what you enter into the computer will be converted into zeros and ones. These zeros and ones language is called as binary. What is mean by binary? Binary is nothing but it represents two. So what are those two? 0 is 1 and 1 is 1. Two digits we are using now, so that it is treated as binary language. Then what is the purpose of using this binary language? Is nothing but when you use this binary data at operations, so will do the operations very fast rate and generate output in user understandable language. Because every time in digital computer what happens, whatever we understand, the system does not understand. So that what it does, it converts into zeros and ones. But we don't understand that zeros and ones, no? So that again it converts the zeros and ones to user understandable language. Is nothing but our understandable language, what we can understand. So this is the work of a digital computer. So what it does, every time it takes the input whatever will give and it converts into zeros and ones. Again it generates the output in the user understandable language. And basically these general digital computers are work by counting and adding the binary digits. Every time it happens for each and everything. Whatever you press on the keyboard, like alphabet, you take any alphabet, A, if you press A will be converted into zeros and ones. And if you enter any number also, 1, 2, 3, 4, so the digital computers basically work by counting and adding the binary digits. So as I told you that whatever the input you enter into the computer will be converted into zeros and ones. By counting and adding those digits only, it understands and it produces later the output in the user understandable language. And these computers are mostly used in homes and offices for so many purposes. As I told you that we can classify them by purpose, by size and by functionally. And the digital computers use the data flows in the form of clock pulses. Because here digital means it is taking zeros and ones. It's nothing but it uses so many circuits inside to take the numbers or to take any data whatever we inputting it or whatever we are feeding into it, so that it uses clock pulses. You can understand like clock pulses. And these digital computers can be further classified into three types: by purpose, by size, by function. If we see what is classification by purpose. Purpose wise they are categorized into two types: special purpose computers and general purpose computers. Special purpose, as the name suggests, these computers are used for special purpose, nothing but to perform a specific task of a specific environment. So that these computers are called as special purpose computers. and the instructions used by these computers are permanently stored in the machine. Then you can understand how do you remember these special purpose computers are nothing but simply I can say that generally these computers are embedded in various automatic devices. Example for these special purpose computers are, you can see that if a computer that has been designed to count telephone calls. In telephone department they used to count the telephone call and pulses. For that purpose we use a special machine. So it's a special purpose which is using for a specific task of counting the telephone call pulses and display the amount payable. We are getting the telephone bill using a machine. So this is a special purpose. Those computers are, that type of computers are special purpose computers. And second one, general purpose computers. So these can be used for all general needs of all environments. General needs of all environments and uses. We can say the example that general purpose is nothing but we'll also use computers for our personal use to calculate accounts, data, writing letters, drawing pictures, playing games, listening music, watching movies, and sometimes we use internet, accessing internet. These all, for all these purposes we use computers. These type of computers are general purpose computers. These two are the categories under classification by purpose. This is about the first category, classification by purpose. Thank you.